Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a no communication love reading for Taurus, focused on a connection where communication may currently be limited, paused, or unclear. This is not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. All right, so we have the Judgment card in reverse, Aries, Scorpio energy. I'm hearing this person may have misjudged you. They may also feel like they don't have a chance here. Tower energy, wow, okay, so you've shocked and surprised this person, and you're going to be getting some sort of love offer or an apology here. I'm already getting, there's no Aquarius energy. I have strong Aries and strong Scorpio, so you may want to check out those readings. We have strong Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the Page of Cups. But I'm getting, there's something about the Aquarius reading here that you may want to check out if you have Aquarius in your chart or you're dealing with one. We see the Ace of Treasure in reverse. See, this person feels like they missed an opportunity. Now, the Aquarius reading, I'm referencing it because I don't know, I'm just getting the same energy off the bat. In the Aquarius reading, I actually had a glass break in the middle of it, like a vase fall pretty far off the dresser behind me. But it was like this person like breaking something, punching a wall type energy, although I didn't really get that it was that violent, because they missed an opportunity or because they realized they misjudged you. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what's happening here, Taurus, but it's the vibe. I'm getting a similar vibe as that Aquarius reading. So the Ace of Treasure in reverse tells me this person's, and look at this treasure. It's not just one pentacle. This is a whole darn treasure chest. They realize what they've lost. They realize what they're missing out on. They realize your worth and your value and what you are offering them. All right, and with the Judgment card here, I feel like they're worried they don't stand a chance of reconciliation, or maybe if you weren't ever in a relationship, maybe they just feel like they messed up any sort of potential beginning and that they may have misjudged you. And the reason I referenced the Aquarius reading, and I'll shut up about it in a second, is because you have shocked and surprised this person. I think they misjudged you, and now they're starting to realize what they've missed or what they're missing out on, or they're seeing your worth and your value very clearly, because that's a big ass tower. Excuse my language, but that's a big tower. You've surprised them in a big way, most likely by not chasing them, right? I mean, maybe obviously you cut it off with them or you broke it off with them, but you're a tower moment, and I feel like it's most likely because you're not chasing them. And they maybe thought you would, they misjudged you. They thought maybe you would try to fix things, you would try to come back. All right, so we see the Six of Swords. They want to come towards you. I also feel this person may have been trying to move on, but I don't think they can. I don't think their angels, their guides, spirit, the universe is allowing them to move on that easily. And again, I think that's the tower moment for them. They thought maybe it would just be easy to okay, I can just I'll date somebody else, I'll move forward. This won't affect me. Well, guess what? It's affecting them, right? In a big way. Three of Cups. Now, some of you, they're hearing gossip about you. Some of you, you've moved on, or they heard that somebody else is interested in you. All right, and that's really stressing them out. The Three of Cups also tells me they do want to move towards some sort of reconciliation or at least dating you. Now, with the Tower here, Aries, Scorpio energy, you're a force to be reckoned with. And you have shocked this person. Like I said, most likely because you're not chasing them, most likely because you broke it off and they thought you would, be okay if they blurred some boundaries, or, they didn't necessarily act right. All right, so let's see. Four of Wands, yep. Reconciliation, but also this is what you offer. Protection, romance, compatibility. I've got your back. and I'm getting like quiet romance. And I do feel like this particular Four of Wands is very Venusian in nature. It's full moon energy. It's very romantic. But, it's not doing anything lavish. It could be sitting at home watching, cooking for each other, sitting on the back balcony or porch or in the backyard doing a, moonlit picnic and things like that. Whatever it might be, it's like this person is realizing what you mean to them and what you offer. And I think they're missing that hardcore, missing what you gave to them, missing that you were always that shoulder to cry on or to lean on or ask them how their day was going, to absorb some of their pain, some of their anxiety, also their happiness, in the best way. That partnership. You may have offered this, you may have let this person in your home. All right. And we see the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They may also know that you were depositing more than you were withdrawing, or they were withdrawing more than they were depositing, and that's left you feeling drained. So I'm getting here that this person may have, you might be feeling a little bit like they took advantage of you here, Taurus. Again, some of you brought this person into your home, you fed them, you made love to them, you made sure they were comfortable, you paid for things. Like, I'm not saying that necessarily you overextended, but maybe they weren't reciprocating. And maybe some of you did overextend. Don't beat yourselves up about that. I feel you were just showing love and showing love through care. Like pampering this person, breakfast in bed, or, I don't know how many people do this anymore, but like Netflix and chill and like, snacks and or romantic, dinners, but I get more, it's like more at home. And I do think this person knows that you've been left feeling drained and that they most likely did not pull their weight the way they should have. So I feel with the Page of Pearls, you're getting an apology. You're getting a love offer. They're looking at what they've lost or what they walked away from. Eight of Cups, they're coming back around. All right, and we see the Hanged Man because they're seeing things differently. And if they've been holding back, they're ready for forward movement here. Now, you might feel a little bit confused. Some of you might have this person blocked, or this is just confirmation that you're not in communication with this person. But how my Taurus are going to be feeling, like this is your soulmate. Okay, so this might be something that you are interested in healing, or someone you may be interested in coming together with. But it is going to be really important that they don't just come in with a romantic gesture here, Taurus. They really need to be seeing and doing things differently. And I do think you need to be cautious. Make sure that this person comes in a generous energy and a balanced energy, coming in with accountability, and that they really prove to you that they can do this, that they can meet you where you are. Because I do feel this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They know that you've been drained here. They know that you are probably carrying more than your fair share. Okay, and that's something that needs to be equalized or needs to be balanced. All right, so what else do my Taurus need to know here? Some of you, I am getting, this person may have moved on quickly with a third party. Okay, and I don't think it's because they were cheating or there was an overlap. But again, that might not be working out, or they have some serious regrets about that because it feels like they can only think about you. That's for only like one or two of my Taurus out there. What do my Taurus need to know about this person? Appreciation. So this person may realize that they didn't show their appreciation for everything that you did. And again, if they have moved on with somebody else, number 15 is like devil energy. I think they're realizing how much they appreciate you. And it doesn't seem so nice that they're comparing you to somebody else here. But I do feel with this appreciation energy, it's like they have a real appreciation for what you offered them, and they may not have been able to see it when they walked away or when this ended. All right, we see second chakra being imbalanced. I kind of feel if they're dealing with somebody else, Taurus, or they did deal with somebody else after you, I'm getting like, I don't know, it's like not like the sex wasn't good or they lost passion for that person. I'm also feeling like with the second chakra, Archangel Ariel being blocked, some of you They can't think about anybody else but you. Like, you're the one that they're still really attracted to. And they may also be experiencing some creative blockages here. They might also be feeling really out of touch with their emotions or detached from their emotions. All right, and we see anxiety. Yeah, so they're going through it. They're experiencing anxiety. Judgment card. I misjudged Taurus. I don't have a chance. Oh my God, maybe they moved on too quickly with somebody else. Taurus is not going to forgive me. Taurus is a tower moment. They didn't chase tower. That, tower. Taurus, has grown stronger. There's a lot of anxiety there for sure. So we see the contract energy. They may feel like you are soulmates. I mean, we do have the Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the contract card. So soulmate, twin flame energy. But really, regardless of the label that we give this connection, Taurus, this person feels like there's something powerful here, a powerful soul connection. I'm also seeing they know they need to bring this into balance and that they have some work to do in order to get in your good graces, even if they even can. All right, but we see patience energy. So another tower with the number 16. What I'm getting, this is all, I read this, even though it's not the temperance card, but I do read it as temperance, Sagittarius energy. And we have Libran energy here as well. But I'm getting with this patience energy that, like, this person has been patiently waiting for the right time to come around to make a love offer. Maybe they're waiting for you to get out of another connection, or just giving this time. I'm also hearing divine timing. I'm getting that this person is getting a lot of signs and synchronicities as well, reminders about you, Taurus. All right, let's see what they would like to say to you at the ego level. So if they were in front of you now, if they would just speak up right now, what would they say to my Taurus? You didn't see my tears. Okay. And I feel the sexual tension. So there's that sacral chakra. They're still really attracted to you, and probably more attracted to you than anybody else. I still have feelings for you, and you and I were too young. So that might be something about divine timing. It doesn't have to mean that you were childhood sweethearts or anything. But to me, I'm saying, I'm feeling it just means that they felt the timing in the past was off for this connection. All right, what do they want to say to you at the soul level? What do they want to say to you at the soul level? What do they want to say to you at the soul level? Admiration. You make me want to be a better person. I'm inspired to improve myself. Yeah. Admiring you. I have clarity about what I'm here to do. My life serves a distinct and beautiful purpose, but I also feel like this is not just about them being on their life path and they know what their mission is. I think they know what their mission is here within this connection. And I think at the very least, they know they offer you an apology or some form of closure, or somehow to express that, you know what, you did so much for me and I never showed that. I never gave that back. All right, so we see children. They also want to say my children's needs come first. So that's a very specific message for maybe just one of you out there. But I'm coming to terms with the shame that has cast a shadow over me for so long. So some of you, Taurus, this might be a connection that's far off in the past, and they have been carrying around guilt or shame about what they did or how this ended or how they behaved within the connection. Now, not all of you. Maybe it is somebody you're not talking to since yesterday or a couple of days ago or something, or a week ago. But this person is definitely experiencing some guilt and some shame. And it is creating that anxiety there. All right, let's go ahead and see what might be their shadow. What's this person's shadow? Or what might be blocking them? What might be holding them back? What might be blocking them? What might be holding them back? Too much. You tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. Okay, so again, maybe they were the one that was always talking. They weren't listening. They weren't holding space for you. And everyone leaves. Choose a partner who can commit to you and let yourself commit to them. Yeah, so again, they might be a bit pessimistic here in love. Yeah, it's almost like you're the one that got away, right? Holding on. Yeah, this person's been holding on to you, Taurus. You must release old ties in order to have a fresh start with somebody new. I feel like if there has been relationships after you, Taurus, and that's not going to be for all of you, because some of you, like I said, it's just been a couple of days or weeks here. But if there have been relationships after you, they compare others to you. And I feel like they haven't ever let you go. And they're kind of looking at like, none of my relationships work out because I feel like I was going to say I feel like I owe something to Taurus, but more so because I compare them all to Taurus. Like you're the litmus test, right? You're the love litmus test for them. And we see need rescuing. You are waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. Yeah, so again, for some of my Taurians, you know, I've been getting like ripped in the comments a little bit because I use Taurus as a collective noun, as the plural for Taurus, for Taurians. And I can't help it. I just want to change the English language. So just bear with me. I do appreciate constructive criticism, especially around grammar. But anyway, I'm trying to change that. But anyway, so for some of my Taurians, this person needs rescuing. You're waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. Okay, so that your person, maybe they felt like they needed rescuing. And again, they may have just kind of chosen partners that kind of did all the work, including yourself. All right, now they're realizing that they're the ones that need to step up and do the work. All right, let's go ahead and see what other message my Taurians. It feels so weird to say that. Oh, and you know, I'm not bad at grammar usually, but I don't know, it just stuck. I don't know. I let me know in the comment section. I think Taurus sounds much better as the collective noun than Taurian, but anyway, I'm joking. I'll stick to the dictionary, stick to the books here. Okay. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus. What might be hidden, or what do we need to know about this connection, please? Long distance love. So they could be at a distance from you, or they've been loving you from a distance, or it's something that's far off in your past. And overcoming challenges. They certainly want that. They're hung up on the past that's hung up on you, and non-committal. So maybe they were non-committal with you in the past. Or maybe they jump from relationship to relationship. And again, they might not be exactly sure about how to come towards you, but I think they are. I think they will. All right, Taurus, let's see. Taurians. Oh my God, now it's going to drive me crazy. All right, I'm just going to say Taurus. All right. I'm speaking to one of you out there. Just one of you. I don't know why I'm feeling so goofy. Okay. What is this person's very next action towards Taurus? What is this person's very next actions towards Taurus? Justice card in reverse. Okay, making a decision. Page of Swords after spying on you. Okay, healing. Making a decision to possibly heal this connection after spying on you, but making a decision but not really ready to take action. And we see making a decision to heal this relationship. There might be an emotional outpouring, but you're going to get truth and clarity from this person. Possibly reconciliation, or at least the desire for reconciliation. All right, what is the quiet truth here for my lovely Taurians out there? I can't say it. It sounds weird. What is the truth? What is the quiet truth for my Taurus out there? My single Taurus who this reading is for. All right. It's not funny. Okay. All right. Pause before you make a decision here. You're carrying more than your share. Yeah, you certainly were or are. This moment requires gentleness with yourself, and maybe gentleness with this person. They are coming in vulnerability, I get. All right, and something here is non-committal. That's come through twice. So again, don't let this person just give you lip service. Make sure that they actually put in the work. So again, don't get emotionally invested or emotionally reinvested until you really know what they're offering you. You already know, Taurus, and this knowing has been building. All right, my lovely Taurus, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.